In this video, we will go over proper safety techniques for measuring and cutting material. You will learn how to properly prepare the area, measure and cut the material, perform a safe cut, and clean up the staging area. Before you can perform a cut, you must make sure that you are wearing the right equipment. You must be wearing safety goggles and ear protection to follow PPE guidelines. You must also have the right tools, such as a tape measure and a pencil. You must also make sure that the area is fit to perform a cut. It must be clear of any hazards such as dust, garbage, or any scrap wood. And you also have to make sure that the saw is set to the proper setting. The final step that you must complete before you cut is to measure and mark the material. Measure the material with a tape measure and mark it at the desired length. After you have safely performed the cut, the next step is to clear and dispose of any scraps, as well as to sweep and clear the sawdust. You must make it accessible for the next user. If applicable, put away the chainsaw or reset the saw to the default setting. In addition to the 5-step process, you must start with a pre-cut safety check. Make sure you understand how the saw works, is adjusted, and how it is used. Check the equipment to ensure that they are installed and working properly. Always check the depth of the saw blade. It may be necessary to adjust it before you cut. Before you cut, you also must make sure that you have good body position in relation to how you cut, right or left-handed, and maintain that body position until the cut has been finished. Never reach across or behind a saw blade. Furthermore, never rush a cut, as doing so can be dangerous and will produce unwanted results. Stay calm, collected, and take the cut easy. When performing a cross-cut on the radial arm saw, always pull the saw through the cut, as the blade rotates in the same direction as the cut. The saw will want to pull itself through the material at a faster pace, so it is important that you take the cut slow and steady. When using the radial arm saw, it is important to remember to let the saw reach full speed before performing the cut. You must also hold the material firm against the fence while cutting. As I mentioned earlier, you must remove hazards before the cut, and this includes sawdust. When ripping, ensure that the rollers are positioned properly to provide support. To push the material through the entirety of the cut when ripping, you may want to use a push stick. And finally, ensure that the blade does not exceed 1/8 of an inch clearance below the material. Practicing safe cutting techniques is imperative in ensuring that nobody gets seriously injured. It is a highly dangerous task, so one must exercise complete caution when using a saw of any sort. If you follow the procedure and tips presented in this video, you will be demonstrating the level of safety and caution expected from you as a Leachman Lumber employee. Remember, safety starts with you.